Welcome to the full moon forecast for our full moon in Sagittarius on June 4th, 2023. We have 3 lunar themes to work with for the coming weeks, and they are finding a tribe, moving towards the future, and trust the flow. So stay tuned for the full update and our full moon meditation. Hi everyone, I'm Magic Maggie and I offer grounded and practical tools and ancient teachings for women who wish to become spiritually strong leaders of their own lives, and really anyone who wants to bring out more of the divine feminine in their everyday life and practice. So every new and full moon I tune in on the energies of Luna, or the divine feminine, and feel into her messages, what we can work with in our own feminine energy to be more of ourselves and to grow and expand more, and to bring out more of the divine feminine into the world. Today I'm tuning in on the full moon in Sagittarius, occurring on June 4th, 2023. If you want a lengthier version, a more in-depth version of this, as well as ritual and suggested practices for this time, I recommend that you check out my full moon article for the full moon in Sagittarius. I leave the link to that one below. So it's also free. You get it straight in your inbox together with this video every new and full moon. So subscribe if you haven't already. All right, my friends, let's tune in together for a short meditation and into the energies of the full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, so close your eyes if that feels good to you right now, and just start to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Just let go of everything that happened just before this moment. Allow yourself to land in your own breath and let that air move you. Inhale fully, exhale fully. You're seated, lying down, standing still, but the breath is movement, and you feel that movement inside your body, inside every cell. You feel the life of air moving. As we breathe out the old and everything that happened just before this moment, invite with your inhalation that feeling of movement, of moving life. If you wish, place your hands on your body somewhere, maybe over the belly button, to feel how your belly is moving with the breath, or on your chest to feel how your heart is moving. And just lean a little bit deeper into your body with the help of the breath and ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? How am I feeling right now? And just let that be. Breathe it out. Accept, okay, so it is. That's how I feel. Breathe it out and inhale the movement of life. Try to maintain that feeling and that connection, that presence, that present awareness as we continue with this full moon forecast. We continue with inviting each other in. Whenever in time we are watching this and tuning in, feel into that group. Feel into that energy. Feel into the group, feel into the energy. We are here in the circle together, and when you feel ready, stay with your breath and gently open your eyes. All right, my friends, let's dive into that first theme of finding your tribe. And you felt it a little bit in the full moon meditation, I'm sure. And also the article version of this moon forecast might be a bit more for your introspection and your own personal practice. While in this video, we gather also in the circle, right? So we can get support from the group and the tribe and the circle. So finding the tribe, that full moon theme for Sagittarius now. We're being called into communities, interactions, and togetherness. We're also called to for groups to meet other groups. So this is something I mentioned in my moon messages for 2023. So I leave the link to that video below, and you can go back and check what we tuned in on that. Around this time we would start to move into my new circle is ready to play, and old friends are finding each other again. So that's where we are now and what we're opening up for, really. So go back to that reflection if you already did that practice, and redo it and see how you can grow even further into, dive deeper into this theme of the circles, the new and the old, gathering to really spin the web of a tribe. I see let me find the words, like greater, we have our circles, like small circles are meeting like a flower, like a pattern, like expanding, and that's the tribe, really. It's not just the gathering in the circle, so we go to this community or we practice and sit together here, but it's really like more of a foundation for a bigger group that we're planting and inviting in for. I keep hearing the word roots also, like rooting something for this bigger tribe. All right. So again, there's a free workbook for the lunar messages for this 2023 lunar messages. I'll leave the link to that one below as well if you want to go deeper and unpeel layer after layer on these overarching themes that we have showing up for the entire 2023. So if you work with these themes again and again, and also like when we move into the wisdoms of the fall and winter, you will be ready for more. Right, so what I said, we are starting something with the Sagittarius, shooting our arrows of love into new relationships of all sorts, and really pay attention to who's coming your way right now, and what groups and what kind of activities, what's coming your way, and what are you intuitively looking for, searching for, instinctively. What are you being attracted to? What are you being called to expand and to work with? And when you meet and you find interactions, do ask yourself, like, how can we grow together? What's the best way for us to grow together? What can we create together? Are we supposed to create something together? Because really, we stay with that practical energy that we've had for a while. We had a lot of Taurus energy, but to be able to birth the new world and the new earth forward, we need to get practical and live here on earth. We cannot just be up here. We want to bring divinity, spirituality into the mundane, into everyday life, and into our practical things. So meeting, interacting, enjoying, playing, having fun, amazing. Also get like how can we create something together? How can we grow together? And what's the best outcome for the greater good from our group? If you've been doing your work now for the past weeks, and during the retrograde, as is the new moon and everything, you will feel ready. You will feel really ready to meet others now, because you know, this is my path. This is my highest truth. And this is what I want to create. And this is what I need others to help me with. And this is something that needs to be birthed in a community. So really, I encourage you to have that awareness and stay grounded in that difference, like being able to discern, this is for me, this is something that I create and that I put out into the world, create and birth and take full responsibility the whole process. And first, from that point, there's also a chance to create, birth, and take full responsibility together with others. So they both are needed. Nothing is more right or wrong than the other. We need both the personal creations and things that we create in a group together. So that could be more like new structures, as we've been talking about really for years now, but new structure forming from the group. New communities, again, like you have your circle and you meet another circle. So how could that create a new structure? How could that create a new tribe? Do stay moving also during this time. Like, don't get caught up in one person or one group. The time will come for that when we really go into the work. But now it's in enjoying each other and meeting each other and play and have fun, and have your pen and paper or your notepad or something with you. Be sure to exchange contacts, like again, staying present in this fun and this buzzing energy, and make sure you like don't stick in one energy, but keep moving. All right. Our second theme for the full moon in Sagittarius on June 4th, 2023 is moving towards the future. So, okay. You know, we've all had some serious cleansing and reflection and cleaning out processes, I'm sure, for the retrograde in Mercury's retrograde, and also since the new moon, and the whole shadow phase been pretty intense for many of us. Please comment if that's something you've experienced for these past weeks. How was that cleansing and the retrograde for you? So now we talked about at the new moon on May 19th to preparing the soil and to still like clean out the last bit and pieces and prepare the soil. Like now, we are taking yet a little shift and really step forward towards our dreams, our goals, our mission, and really the very near future dreams of ours, to get tangible with the steps. So whatever that looks like for you, now is the time to move towards your dreams and your highest truth in any way possible. So anything that doesn't serve, everything that doesn't serve right now, that doesn't serve your highest path, your highest truth, your soul's calling, anything, let it go. Now is really that time, that cutting that last bit. Let it go once and for all. Because there are new ways available to us now, new ways of walking, new paths available, there's new technology available, there's new frequencies and new ways of living available right in front of our eyes, and we now need to step into that. And how that looks like for each and one of us is very individual. It depends on your calling. So what is that? What is your calling? What is it that you've been dreaming of, longing for, waiting for? And you know what? This could be completely different today as from last year, from a couple of years ago. Like what you thought growing up, you wanted, that was your dream. Now it's completely off the chart. That's something completely different. It could also be several things. Usually, several things make up the whole image, right? So we need like the pieces, several pieces to that puzzle. Like this is a dream, this is a dream, this is a dream, and then here's the big dream, the puzzle. That makes sense, right? It's usually not just one thing, and it's okay. We have just don't belittle yourself or what you are worth or what you're calling for. There's plenty. There's plenty. You can have it all and more. The key here is that the world needs us to live in our highest truth. Our Mother Earth needs us to use and share that special voice of yours, that special gift that only you have, that zone of genius where you are in complete flow and connected. That gateway, what takes us there is it's different for all of us. So we can enjoy each other's practices, gateways, things, right? But ultimately we have all our own unique gateway, our own unique thing that takes us to our zone of genius. And again, there could be other things supporting that place to get up the whole picture. But the world really needs us to step into that place and to be walking into that gateway that takes us to that connection and live from that place. So for someone that might be singing, for someone else that might be growing, whatever that is for you, it's not the same as the person next to you. Even if you live under the same roof, even if you share this life journey together and you walk next to each other, you have different callings, you have different practices, elements, the gateways into that connection, into what I like to just simply see as the zone of genius, because we want to share also more from that place, creation, the work we do, right? So for me, that's writing. For someone else, that's farming. So I'm really curious, what is that place for you where you feel really in flow and in connection and that gateway in? Comment below, share what's that place for you? How does it feel? What does it look like? And you know, if you don't know that yet, do you have any suggestions for practices, ideas that could take you there? I'm really curious to hear from you around this topic. So the energy's been shifting since a few years. I've talked about it since 2020. I used to, some call it the new earth energy. I've heard several different things. I usually talk about it like living from a place of higher love, like a higher frequency of love. So that's where the whole energy on earth is moving to in all of us. And how exactly and what that looks like for you, again, that differs, because it has to do with this gateway in. It has to do what you're called here to do. So that's the future we're talking about in this theme, moving towards the future. That's the future. Stepping into more and more into that higher frequency of love. And then when we found that our own gateway, in our own connection into being in that flow and that higher frequency of love, then there's a practice. Then there's a practice holding this energy, like being the real alchemist of containing this energy, leaning into that energy and step out into the world. Like now you're gonna have to practice. Now you're gonna have to hold it. Now you have to live that love frequency in everyday life. So this becomes more and more in your face as we go. It's been like really ramping up for the past 3 years is what I've been experiencing. So holding that frequency, that it comes with practice. As I said, we all have our unique ways of doing that. But if you want support in learning how to contain your energy and holding it, be sure to check back around the new moon forecast. I will be sharing some practices that might aid you in doing precisely that, being a support for your practice of holding energy. The third theme for our full moon, Sagittarius, on June 4th is trust the flow. So while we have this really high speed, high frequency, high love vibration, full moon for the coming days for sure, and for the coming weeks also, I see this pretty like vast wave coming now that we can catch and really ride it. And if you don't want to get flushed of it, again, stay present with that pen and paper, take notes, pay attention, try to get practical and stay grounded so that you're enjoying that ride. But really, like, it's a high frequency, high movement, and we need a bit of balance to from let me rephrase. Luna's asking us to trust. All right, so trust that we are moving. I said that wave, we are moving, we're being moved, and go with that as you move, but lean into trust. Lean into trust to the unknowing. Lean into the surrender of, we're going, but I'm not really sure where all the time. Like, lean into trusting yourself. Like, you trust that you have done your practice before. Trust that you have your intentions, you have your goals, and you know your dreams. Trust yourself. And even though it feels like, I don't know where I am, I don't know where I'm going, and what's happening with all of this, just Luna is asking you to invite a big dose of the divine feminine, to just trust and let it flow through you, and trust the flow. Trust the flow. And this is where the magic happens. The magic is in that feeling, it's in the trusting, in the surrendering, in fully letting go. That's where we find the magic. If you want to support and a reminder of this, I suggest you check out my affirmation card about this surrendering. It might be a beautiful reminder to have next to you. So, summing it up, trust the work you've been doing. Trust your prayers that you're sending out. And with this full moon in Sagittarius on June 4th, 2023, let your hair loose. Lean back, enjoy the ride, and be sure that you have a notebook and pen with you as you go and travel. So be sure to subscribe to this channel if you want to tune in with me again on the coming new moon. And check out the written version and subscribe to get it in your inbox if you want your inquiry and your personal reflection work. I'll leave the link to that one below. And I look forward to hear from your journey, what you're experiencing right now. So much love.